We are sitting here at the Jaxxon Media House. Arman, before we talk about the White House, Hamzat wasn't his night. A lot of people saying, what does Arman have to say? What does Arman feel? To me, personally, I think it's just a bad wake up. I still think he's one of the best to do it. I think he's one of the best in the division. I think he'll get the strap back. Can you kind of walk me through what you saw? Why do you think, the night didn't go his way?
I mean, yeah, wake up was hard, was rough wake up, and but next day in the morning he felt good. He felt good, so I asked him, and but in the fight we see after first round, his hand a little bit. He got tired and he just strike, and yeah, probably most likely it's a wake up. But I haven't talked to him yet about the fight and wake up, how he felt during the fight, but like most likely it's a wake up because here in the trainings he was like doing sparring 5 rounds non-stop, like beat everybody, wrestled 25 minutes, and I thought like after first round I thought he could do like 4 more rounds the same, and it's our fight, but like it is what it is. But I still think it was a close fight, but like in the close fight, the champion gotta be a champion, and the contender gotta take the belt when you win like a good, not just like a tie fight and they give it to the contender.
Do you feel Hamzat won the fight?
I think so.
Yeah. I think it was a close fight. Obviously, it was Strickland's night, and he got it. A lot of people are talking about Hamzat having to cut 40 pounds. I mean, we saw the whole camp. We were here from day one. He didn't cut 40 pounds, no?
No, from day one, his training camp, he cut 40 pounds.
But they're talking about the actual week of the camp.
No.
So I think people are confusing it.
No, he had to cut 13 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying that. Be very clear. Yeah.
Last day he had to cut like 12 or 13 pounds.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the camp, like what Arman is saying, yes, he was about 40 pounds overweight. He was getting ready, I think, for a light heavyweight fight. But the night before the fight, a day before the fight, only about 13 pounds was left. But it was hard for him to get off those 13 pounds.
First 9 pounds was easy, and then he felt bad during the night, and then he woke up and said to us like, I feel so weak and like no energy, and I don't know how I'm gonna cut this last 4 pounds, but we just pushed him, and like, and we pushed him so hard.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do that, but like
He didn't want to finish the cut.
yeah, he didn't want to finish the cut, but like the team, me and the coaches, we tried to push him to make the weight.
Do you
and
think?
and he made it weight,
Yeah.
and he made it weight, and he was.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he didn't make the weight. He made the weight.
No, he made the weight because the before the official weights, you go to the one more weighing. The UFC check your weighing, and he was good there, and then you let you go. If there is a 186 on the automatic scales, you cannot go to the official one.
Yeah, so Khalil and Bobby Green were talking about this on the podcast, that they said, oh, no, they ran out of time. No, it's like they check you in the back, then you go to the scale. Yeah. And then, people are talking about you being a part of the camp and everything you had going on. You were a great friend with him. We saw you in the cage with him. What were you telling him after round one when you were at the stool?
I get in after round 2. I was in the cage after round 2.
Yeah, so when you walked in there, what
After
were you
round 2, it was 1-on-1. I said it's 1-on-1. Like calm down, like everything good. You got 3 rounds. You got a lot of time to win, so no rush. Keep like take your time and get every rounds.
And there's people that are talking about you are now, because of the Nina live she did with Dana White, you're the official backup of the White House. Is this confirmed?
It's confirmed, but I haven't signed contract yet.
Got it. And once you do this, are you excited to be a backup? Does it matter to you, or is it just one of those things, it is what it is?
No, it's I'm excited that
Nice.
if something happened, they call me. I'm the first guy who is gonna jump in, and I'm getting ready for that. I'm already on my diet, and yeah, it's always sucks to be backup, but like no, it's I have to do this,
A lot of people saw you training the entire camp. Once again, I got to give you your flowers, being a great friend to Hamzat, being there for him like he is there for you. And they give maybe a little too much credit for the fight not going the way it did to Coach Cal. And we see a lot of bad energy and people just not really understanding what you guys do at Coach Cal and what we try to set up here at the camp for you guys with your strength and conditioning with Coach Cal. Maybe you could clear the hair a little bit.
I mean, when you lose, everybody trying to find excuses. What happened? This coach, that coach. But when he won his title, everybody said Coach Cal did a great job, and
Amen.
he could uh, he had the cardio for 25 minutes, and now he just losing, like people like saying it's Coach Cal's or yours or mine, or he doesn't have a head coach, and they people always gonna say something, and you gotta take it. So.
Do you believe that the training you're doing with Coach Cal is better than you've ever done when it comes to strength and conditioning and your personal cardio?
I mean, the strength conditioning is not MMA. It gives you like good cardio, but if you're doing the sparrings, if you wrestle, if you're not wrestling, if you're not doing sparrings, if you don't like do your technique, this garage work is not gonna help you. It's like a five maximum 10% of your MMA fight. You know, it's not like a big deal. If you're good there, if you're sucks here, how are you gonna be a champ?
That makes sense. We saw Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan. They talked about you. Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan last night. They were calling you the Bruce Wayne of the UFC. Joe Rogan was giving you all the credit because he gave you the same thing everybody says. You have money, you're rich, you don't need to be here, but you're still here. Brendan Schaub said the same thing about training. He said, you got to train. You got to do what you're actually going to do. You got to do the sport you're going to do for cardio. Do you believe what Brendan Schaub is saying, that you got to just train as much as you need, you got to spar as much as you need, and they'll give you all the cardio you need? Or you
100%.
think strength and conditioning is still important?
No, 100%. MMA. So like I know, if you do a lot of like a strength conditioning work, if you don't do sparring, you're gonna get tired in the first round. No matter like, okay, bring like the best CrossFit guy in the MMA sparring. He's gonna get tired in 1 minute. It's completely different. Martial arts is completely different. It gives you like you can work on something, like you can like you can work on your cardio, you can work on your strengths, but like in the MMA it's completely different. You gotta wrestle 25 minutes, you gotta spar 25 minutes, and this is the what you gotta focus on.
I love it.
Running, swimming, strength condition is good, but it's a second.
Small piece of it.
First one, it's a MMA training, sparrings, wrestling.
So a lot of people wonder, what are we doing here at Jaxxon Media House? What are we doing at Sanso Performance Studio with the camps, and why we're building it around you? I tried to explain it to some people. Ariel Hawani, Luke Rockhold did a good job. It's about bringing the best fighters in the planet here, private camp, not open to the public, making sure they have all the sparring partners they need, all the strength and conditioning, all the nutrition, the wellness, the recovery, you getting ready for your next camp. Do you feel like you have all the pieces here? You feel like this is a complete camp for you?
Yeah, right now I have everything here. I'm happy. When I lose, I'll figure out what I need.
And then before I let you go, how are you going to train as a backup? Do you still cut weight? Do you still train? Do you still spar? What do you do differently from if you were going to fight?
I mean, almost same. But you're just thinking like about both guys instead of one.
So is there a different way on how you strategize, knowing that you might have to fight Justin Gaethje? Like, how do you think about fighting Justin
Well, like
Gaethje?
they pretty same.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like they don't wrestle, right? You shouldn't.
Justin Gaethje or Ilya?
I mean, no, they stay like this. They strike, right?
Okay.
So if one guy was wrestler, one guy was like a striker, yeah, you gotta bring like two sparring partners, one striker, one wrestler. But you just need the striker because they're not gonna shoot you and to try to take you down.
You think Justin Gaethje has good wrestling?
He used to, not anymore.
Yeah.
You gotta work on your wrestling to have good wrestling.
You think he has the cardio to keep up with you? I've seen you do 10 rounds, 5 minutes each. Your cardio seems like it's never been better.
I mean, in the sparring, everybody can be 25 minutes. How are you gonna look in the fight? Who is gonna bring bring in the cage best version?
The best version of themselves.
Yeah.
Ilya, he talks about you. You talk about him. You think you have all the tools you need to be him? Is there something specifically you think he does well?
I just believe myself, you know. I believe myself I can beat him.
Is there something about his fighting style you think that works well for him? His boxing?
He has a good boxing, calf kick. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't think he's multi-dimensional, multiple tools? You think he has very
No,
limited tools?
he has a good pace, good boxing, and good calf kick. That's all.
If you had to fight Justin or Ilya, which one would you rather fight?
Even.
Ilya. Why is that?
I mean, if you beat Justin, they say this guy is old and he's done. So.
And then as we get ready to prepare for this camp, and as you start cutting weight, you start getting ready, is there something specific you're doing with your training in MMA? I saw you ride from here all the way to Anaheim, which is about 2 hours on the bike. I see you strength training 3 times a day. I see you doing sparring every day in the morning and then wrestling at night with Bernardo and the team. Like, you're putting together a pretty full camp here. Is there something different you're doing now compared to your old camps?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna do the bikes 3 hours in my camp anymore.
Got it.
Because you gotta focus on your wrestling, grappling, boxing, MMA. So, and yeah, we just changed a little bit.
Change it a little bit. Before I let you go, Hamzat versus Dylan Dennis, how's that gonna go in the RAF?
10-0.
10-0. He comes back, he gets a win. Maybe he gets his body right, gets his mind right, then he goes and fights for the belt again against Strickland, or you think he moves up?
I think he wants to do a rematch.
Rematch with
And
Strickland.
his head is ready.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. So he's motivated even more than before.
Yeah, and a motivated Hamzat's kind of a scarier Hamzat.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the best version of Hamzat we ever see. Obviously, the internet will say I'm glazing, but when you watch this guy train for 10 weeks, he's a different animal. And then you're wrestling Tony Ferguson?
No, Magzi and then Tony Ferguson.
Okay. How do you think the Tony Ferguson fight's going to go? He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend, but it's my time now.
It's your time. But he has good wrestling.
In 20 years ago, yes.
You don't think he has enough wrestling to take you down?
Not anymore.
Tony Ferguson's a legend, dude. Training the whole camp with Khalil, Bernardo, the team here. Talk to me what the energy's been like training with a guy like
Energy
Khalil.
great, brother.
Energy's great?
Yeah,
You
energy's
feel good?
great. I feel
That's
good.
all he's giving you. Energy's
so,
great.
So excited for everybody. The best team.
Who's getting thrown? Tony's getting thrown or no?
Tony,
Arman Airlines?
you can pick, you can order. What do you want?
Oh, I can order anything I want. Oh, this is nice. I got a nice little menu. You see that?
Business class.
Yeah, business class. I think high top.
Single, double. Single, double.
I like your single. Your double, sometimes you look wide. Your single, you're sharp. Because you come in. Fly you back, coach. I got. Hey, thank you for everything. Arman Tsarukyan back in the cage soon. Hey, where are you going right now? Big meeting?
Yeah. Big money.